and treat me rough and don't really get the way you treat me. Thought that you supposed to love me. Thought you said it's forever and a day. Now you just keep throwing me shade. I really don't understand what the problem is, man. If you just talk to me, maybe we can make it right. If you just talk to me, we can do this, we'll get through this. If you just talk to me, maybe we can make it right. If you just talk to me, we can do this, we'll get through this. What used to be so simple is shady. You're acting like you don't love me, baby. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with this? When you're everything that I need, and you used to be the only one I see, but now you're acting like you don't care for me. If you just talk to me, maybe we can make it right. If you just talk to me, we can do this, we'll get through this. If you just talk to me, maybe we can make it right. If you just talk to me, we can do this, we'll get through this. What happened to the love that felt oh so rare? When you said believe me, 'cause loving you is easy. And where did our fairy tales go? What happened to the one who used to love me so? If you just talk to me, maybe we can make it right. If you just talk to me,
Baby, just talk to me. Maybe we
Maybe
can make it right.
try.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey.
What's up, Tracy? How you doing?
Man, I am fantabulous.
That's good. That's good. I have not heard fantabulous in a while, so it's good to hear that word.
How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Just holding it down in ATL.
I love it. I
We had some rough weather, early on.
heard. Yeah, we had rough weather up this way too, but I was on vacation in the islands, so I
Ooh.
missed it. I wasn't here for it.
Well, you know what? That's good. That's good. It's probably good you missed out.
Yeah, but but the family's doing well, so that's good.
That's
That's
good.
great,
That's
actually.
good. All right.
Mhm.
Well, let me do my housekeeping first off and welcome everyone to the Muse, the live showcase where we talk to artists from all different walks and creations of life, from singers, cooks, fashion designers, you name it. We cover it from all parts of the world, from the Caribbean to the US. Wherever you are talented, we gonna find you and we're gonna eventually get you on the Muse. All right. All right. So real quick, another thing, this is really exciting. So on this Sunday, September 26th, guess what's about to happen? They're going to have the kickoff for the brand new our TV is about to kick it off on Roku. You know the streaming platform on Roku?
Ooh.
Yes, yes. Brother Weeks has been working very hard to make this a reality, and they're kicking it off on Sunday. And there'll be celebrity food chefs. So if you like to eat, you might want to come check that out. You may not be able to get the food, but he's gonna do some demos and stuff like that. All right. And this is all a part of the celebration for the Callaloo Network celebrating 15 years in the game.
Congratulations to you guys. That is awesome.
That's growth.
Absolutely. Congrats.
That's growth. So yeah, so if you're anywhere in the vicinity and you want to check it out, please by all means check it out. And let me tell you a little bit about what's going to be on the Roku channel. All right. You'll be able to watch shows. You get great on-demand shows, shows about food and fashion, lifestyle, movies, travel, arts, culture, health, wellness. You get shopping deals, business, sports, you name it.
Yeah.
It will be available.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm here for all of that. So I'm excited for you guys.
Yes.
Can't wait.
So it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. So, all right. So now that we got the housekeeping stuff done, we want to talk to you, my friend. So apparently, one of the festivals that you are part of was last month on August 15th. Is that correct?
Correct. We are so excited. So we launched the Loudoun Jazz Experience. And our two biggest sponsors are Loudoun Stay, which is, of course, in Loudoun County, and the Bank of Clark County. And basically, we use music as a catalyst to bring awareness and finances to local charities.
Okay.
So we're really excited. So the next one will be in December. We're still finalizing the details, but each time that we do one, we'll do 8 a year, and we're going to spotlight a local charity, and the sponsorship packages include a percentage that goes directly to the charity, as well as 5% of the ticket sales.
Wow, that is pretty awesome. So I have to ask, because the last time you guys had that festival was when? Because COVID kind of put the brakes on everything. So when was the last actual festival?
So we did our soft launch on Sunday, August 15th.
Okay.
And it was invited guests only. And those invited guests, we wanted to give them an opportunity to see this is what we're offering, so that when we start to sell tickets, folks will already have bought into it. And when I tell you, I mean, I stay in the hustle, and it's rare that I give myself credit or acknowledge my hard work. This was the first time that when it was over,
I mean, although I was a little exhausted because I planned it with an amazing team and I also performed a 60-minute show, but I looked around and thought, wow, this was great because folks really got an opportunity to enjoy. We featured a local music school, and one of the sax player from the youth jazz band. They're doing straight ahead jazz, which you don't see youngsters doing much anymore. And the saxophonist from the band was a student that I gave a scholarship to when I had my Sweet Jazz Festival. And so we gave him a scholarship, and that scholarship afforded him a year and a half of private music lessons at the Catoctin School of Music. And to watch where, his progress from where he was when I met him to where he is now just made me cry. And so we featured him for 30 minutes solo. And then when the guests came into the room, they were entertained by the youth jazz band. And then I did a 60-minute show, and we had international amazing violinist extraordinaire Karen Briggs. She did an hour set as well.
Wow, that is fantastic. And for our viewers, we actually have some video footage that we will be sharing so that you can get your own taste of the Loudoun Jazz Festival. I got a sneak peek of it, and I tell you, Tracy is like, she the truth. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. So listening to Tracy sing is always a treat. And then I got a chance to get just a little snippet of the violinist. Now, who is the violinist? What's her name, and where is she from?
So Karen Briggs, she was born in New York, raised in Virginia. She became famous as the violinist for Yanni. So Yanni was married to a legendary actress, Linda Evans. Linda Evans saw Karen Briggs and said, Yanni, you need this young lady in your band. So she was with him for many, many years. And when she left him, she ended up working with Diana Ross. So Diana Ross fired her string section and hired Karen.
Wait.
Karen, yeah.
She's fired. She fired the entire string section?
Yes, entire. Wow. And I don't know if it's fired, laid off. I just know that she made there you go. They were not there. And Karen, they brought Karen in, just one person, but she is that much of a beast. I mean, her talent is, the entire show, she's just going, reaching a climax and a climax and a climax. And she doesn't hit her peak until the end, but you think she may have hit her peak at the end of the first song. Yeah. And so when we perform together, I know my lane, I need to always go first. I will never go after Karen. I must always go first.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I tell you what. So we're trying this new thing. We're going to try to do these breaks in like every 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back from the break, we're going to play one of the videos that was sent to us. I'm not exactly sure which one. We're going to find out when we come back from the break. And then after the video plays, we'll discuss it a little bit. So guys, stay tuned. Oh, real quick too, before we go, I have to pay homage to the one and only Melvin Van Peebles, because we lost an icon, an entertainment icon. He has paved the way for many, many, many filmmakers, actors, and the like in our community. He was an asset, and he will be sorely missed. And his son Mario has always held it down too. So I'm pretty sure that whatever energy that his father held is transferred over to Mario, and Mario's going to keep it pumping. So, all right, y'all, we're going to take a real quick break. And when we come back, we're going to check out some of the performances from the Loudoun Film Festival. This is Derek Andre. You listen to The Muse, and I'm joined by the lovely, talented Tracy Hamlin, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Randy Dennis. Our next performer, in our opinion, is one of the most exciting in our industry. She's just back from her world tour, and she is something else. Here to perform her latest hit, Stand By, on the DMH record label. Put your hands together, gang, for Tracy Hamlin.
Sometimes I can't believe that I'm still alive. And when I get home, I'll wait for you. 'Cause you said you make me feel brand new. You can't keep my love. You can't keep on my standby over and over. I've been waiting, baby. Keep my love on standby. Over and over. It hurts me every time you keep my loving on the line. It's your love I'm looking for. I want it more. I want it more. Yeah. Baby, you can't keep my love. You can't keep my love on standby over and over. I've been waiting, baby. You can't keep my love on standby over and over. Oh, I need the comfort of a man to give me his love whenever he can. Hold me real tight and never let go. I miss your touch, can't you see? How come you don't call me? Yeah. You can't keep my love. You can't keep my love over and over. Over and over. You can't keep my love on standby. Oh, yeah. You can't keep too many days on and too many nights over and over. You can't keep my love on standby over and over. I've been waiting.
All right. Welcome back to the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. I'm your host, Derek Brown, and I'm joined by the lovely Tracy Hamlin. And before we get too deep into this, wait a minute. What? We joined by the lovely Carolyn Howland.
Queen Carolyn.
Okay, you guys are too kind, but you know I had to stop in for Tracy Hamlin.
Oh,
that's
so
so
glad to see
sweet.
you.
great to see you.
Derek, it is great to see you. Tracy, it is always wonderful to see you.
Yes,
It is
yes. How you
wonderful.
been? You
I
doing
was
all
just
right?
popping in.
You just popping in?
Just popping in for a pop in. You know, it's interesting watching all of that, watching Tracy perform. I get excited every single time because
Mhm.
there's so much in her. So
Yes, yes, it is. And I was about to just kind of give folks that have not really heard, I don't know where they're from if they haven't heard of Tracy Hamlin, but I just want to give them just a brief Cliff Notes version of who she is. She's a classically trained vocalist, songwriter, jazz festival owner. She owns her own record label, so that means she's a boss lady. You know what I'm saying? She has performed in over 50 countries. She's performed with some people that I'm pretty sure you might know, maybe Gloria Gaynor, maybe Shaka Khan, maybe Carlos Santana, Marcus Miller, Esperanza Spalding. She has got the job done, okay? Tracy is the truth. And a lot of times y'all don't always hear about this, but Tracy gets down with house music too, y'all. And you know, for all you teeny boppers and young folk out there, I'm talking about us that still get down with house music. Y'all definitely need to check out some of Tracy's other work as well. She is the truth. You know, she ain't got on that lucky green for nothing.
you
All
know,
right.
Derek, you are so true.
Wow. That is a wonderful introduction. Thank you.
Yes, yes, you deserve that and more. So yes. So what Carolyn, since you're here, we were talking about the Loudon's Film Festival.
That's all right.
Jazz
That'll be next for
Festival.
Tracy. Don't
Yes.
put anything in front of her.
That'll be
She'll make
next.
that next.
Right, right. I saw her eyes light up like, film festival.
There are several in Loudoun County, but the Loudoun Jazz Experience.
Loudon
What we
Jazz
call it.
Experience. My apologies. I apologize to Loudon for
Oh,
my
no problem,
faux
because
pas.
I also have the Sweet Jazz and Wine Festival, but they're
Yes.
two completely different
And
events.
we were on our way to talking about that too a little later on in the show. But yes, so the Loudon Jazz Experience.
Yes.
Yes. So Carolyn, what do you know about it? Did you get a chance to check it out or
Well, I had to be there. First of all, I have a special love for Loudoun County. I was a part of that Visitors Bureau for, at least on the board there, for a number of years, and even served as a chairman of the board of directors. And so I have a special love for that beautiful part of the country that most people don't even realize, just
Yeah.
outside Washington, D.C.
Amazing.
Amazing. And they used to say, just on the other side of all that noise. And it really was, because what you see there.
Yeah.
And so I was there for that launch of that Loudon Jazz Experience, and it was pretty wonderful. I mean, I felt like I could have been anywhere and heard that level of singing, and then the artistry. And then Tracy provides, through that experience, a platform for up and coming students to really showcase. And that's wonderful.
Yes. Yes, it is. Well, I would like to see some of the footage. I think Anthony may have some queued up for us. I would love to let not only me see it, but some of our viewers see it as well. So we have Tracy right here, right in front of us. Hey, y'all are in for a treat. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Tracy's performance from the Loudon Jazz Experience.
Singer, and the funny thing is, at the time, I did not have a demo to send them. And so I called my dear friend Jonathan over there in the corner, who had a recording studio, and I said, listen, looky here. I have this karaoke track. So since I don't have a demo, let's go in your studio right now and record this song. So I recorded the song called Still I Rise, and they needed 2 songs, so I didn't have a second song, and I said, well, how about I do an a cappella version of God Bless the Child? And I'll say, I'm doing this a cappella because I want you guys to hear the clarity of my voice. So look, I had to pivot, right? I had to make it work. And so with Pieces of a Dream, that's when I really started traveling around the world, going to South Africa and Japan. And as soon as they hired me, literally, we FedExed the demo. The next morning, 10 o'clock, they called and said, hey, can you meet us on the road? And I literally met them on the gig. And then the next week, we flew to Dallas, and I recorded recorded our version of this song. That time, sweet, come make that time. You make me smile with my heart. Your lips are and you're my favorite is your love, just a time when you're open to speak. Change your hair for me. Now you care for me. Why don't you stay a little time? Stay. Because each day David and Simon of Keys. David was on Keys. Don't you change your hair for me. Not if you care for me.
Woo. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Lord
That's
have
what I
mercy.
said.
That is, listen, Trace, I need you to do me a favor. The
What's
next
that?
time you do a show, I want you to hire me. You ain't even got to pay me. Just hire me so that I can be the guy that when you start singing, they go, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
You're hired.
yeah.
But
You're
really,
hired.
Derek, she controlled that room when I
Yes.
tell you the audience, and the audience was so diverse in
Mhm.
every way.
Yeah.
And she had us hanging on every word and every single song. You got to see what was a different artist. And what I said to her is she's not trying to sing like anybody else, but I will. Can I read what I text her
Mhm.
Yes,
after this? Okay.
that
I
made me
said,
cry.
Tracy, you are bold like Billy, natural like Nancy,
Mm.
exciting like Etta, authentic like Aretha, gracious like Gladys, magical like Minnie, powerful like Patty, ardent like Anita, winsome like Whitney, but terrifically Tracy.
You gonna make me cry.
I text that
Right?
right in that show. I
Golly.
mean, that's what because you didn't get to hear the entire set,
Yeah.
so every time I was hearing another artist, not because she was trying to sound like another artist,
Yeah.
it's just because that just was in her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Some people just
Carolyn.
have a natural gift when it comes to singing. And, a lot of people sound great in the studio. You know what I mean? Tracy, when I first heard Tracy sing live on the Muse a few weeks back,
Mhm.
I was just like, what? I mean, it literally, I saw Tracy saying it gave, when you were reading your text to her, that's how I felt. It gave me goosebumps. It made me want to find out more to see, okay, well, what else does she do? What else, what other range does she have? How else can I find her? I mean, your list of accomplishments
Wow.
alone speaks volumes.
Well,
You know what
thank
I
you
mean?
so much.
And you're
I
doing it
always tell people,
independently.
yes, the hustle is real.
Yes,
The hustle is real.
yes, yes. So
Yeah, but
I
when
am
I'm up
I
there
am a forever
performing,
fan.
I don't feel like it's me. I always say that it's him who blessed me with this gift and he
Yeah,
uses me as a vessel.
yeah,
And when I'm performing, I do not feel like it's me. So
yeah.
when I come off stage and people are saying, "Oh, I really enjoyed it," it almost feels awkward because it doesn't feel like I was that girl.
Well, we're here to tell you it's you.
You are definitely that girl. And I
You're
will
that
tell you
girl.
too, the conversation that she has with the audience, you feel like you got invited to something very special. And
Hmm.
she just tells these stories much like you would be chatting with somebody over lunch or dinner.
Hmm.
So you feel warm and welcome and pleased to be there and truly thinks on her feet. I mean, the minute somebody says something, natural comedian, so that comes out.
Yeah.
But what I loved most of all was watching what I have dubbed her absolute greatest fan in
Hmm.
life at this point, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Watching her husband watch her
Hmm.
it will blow your mind
Yeah.
because he gets it and he loves the essence of her, but when she sings, he's just like spellbound. And I'm like he never heard it before.
You're
And
right.
he's but
And
that's how good she is.
it's been 15 years. He is
Yeah.
absolutely my number one fan. And the
Mhm.
interesting piece is he met me because he was a fan. He heard me on the radio in Atlanta, Georgia,
Oh
on the
wow.
Frank Ski Show promoting my first album 16 years ago.
What?
Yes. And
That's
so
a good
by
story.
yeah, it was on his birthday, and then a year later, for it was his 40th birthday when he heard me. By
Yeah.
his 41st birthday, we were engaged.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, how
That-
do you like that? Doesn't that sound like what movie was that where there was a singer that was on the air and then the one heard and she went to the studio and I can't remember, it's one of those when hip hop was new, or I think Tay
Mhm,
Diggs is in, I can't remember, but it was one of those
hmm.
stories.
mhm.
But they had known each other a long
Yeah.
time.
Right.
So what I love about the artistry of Tracy is that you're talking to her and I mean, I have a regular voice. She has a regular voice.
Yeah.
And then she sings and she's everybody. She's every woman. It's all in her.
Yeah.
Still lyrics. But
Yeah.
then the beauty of it, her willingness to help other artists do what they do and to rise to every occasion. Oh, you need a production team? No problem. We can do that too. Oh, you needed this? No problem. We can do that too.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to take another really quick break. And when we come back, we're going to check out the violinist from the Loudon Jazz Experience. And then we're going to talk about Tracy's Film Festival because it's about to make a comeback. Because it had to take a little hiatus. So when it comes back, we're going to find out a little bit more about what is it? Wait, hold on. I wrote it down. I want to make sure because I don't want to mess it up. The Sweet Jazz and Wine Festival.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what we're going to talk about when we come back. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning into the Muse, the live entertainment showcase. I am joined by the lovely Tracy Hamlin and the also equally as lovely Carolyn E. Howell. All right. And when we come back, we have more music, more conversation, and more fun. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to the Muse. I'm Derek Andre, your host. I'm joined with the lovely Tracy Hamlin and the lovely Carolyn E. Howell. Really quick, before we get too deep into it, don't forget, if you are on the beautiful island of St. Croix, Callaloo is celebrating its kickoff along with a celebrity food chef for the Roku channel launch. Carolyn, did you know that Anthony was about to take Callaloo and RTV to a whole nother level?
Absolutely. When I found out, I got super excited because I realized, congratulations to him. What a wonderful opportunity for so many other people to really get to see more of the fantastic programming.
Yes, and then it will be live streaming. It will be whatever you on demand, whatever way you want to watch it. It will be there for you. All right. All right. So we got about 15 minutes left in the show. So before we get into your festival, Tracy, we're going to take a quick look at the violinist. And her name again is?
Karen Briggs.
All right. So guys, sit back and enjoy this little portion from the Loudon's Jazz
Experience.
That's 50 kicking in. That was 50. Could you see the 50 all over my face?
Experience.
Yo, Stevie Wonder would be proud. Gangsta's Paradise on violin.
When I
Yo.
tell you, there are no words.
Yeah.
She is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah, she did that. And that hat. Yo.
I mean, everything. She's a queen.
Total package.
Total package.
Total package.
Amazing. And one of the many things that I love about Karen is she has perfect pitch.
Yeah.
So one time we were at a restaurant and the waiter dropped a fork and she said, F sharp, G sharp. I can't help it. Every sound I hear, I put to a note. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, she is just a special kind of talent, a special kind of beast.
Yeah, I can see why she was she was replaced. I mean, she replaced an entire string section. That
an entire string
now.
And with Diane Ross, the boss. Like, I mean, you guys know better than that.
Wow. Wow. All right. So we got about 12 minutes left. So we really got to get into the thick of things because now this next event that will be coming up is your festival. It is the Sweet Jazz and Wine Festival. And it's coming up. You're going to kick it back off in 2022. Did I read that correctly? 2022. We're still trying to finalize the date, whether it's going to be September or October. It will be the third festival. And it's an all-day situation from 12 noon to 8 p.m. We have food trucks. We have local talent as well. So the last one, we had 6 acts, including myself. So I always tell folks that, when I couldn't get a deal, I started my own label. When I didn't get booked for gigs, I became a promoter. And when I didn't get booked for jazz festivals, I started my own. So
with that, I've been performing for the last 2 years, and I will be performing for number 3. But one of the part that about the festival that touches my heart is the charitable component, and partial proceeds go to students from low income families, and they receive 1 year of private music instruction.
That within itself,
that's what I'm talking about.
Wow,
that's what I'm talking about.
Wow. And your festival, it will be up in Virginia as well?
Yes, it will be in Loudoun County, and we've scouted out a few places, and we've narrowed it down to one, but I haven't signed the contract yet. But I'm really, really excited to get the word out, and so that, because a lot of times we're close to Washington, D.C., and while people will travel there, if they can get the talent they can get in Washington, D.C. in their backyard, they're happy to stay here and not get on the highway in the terrible traffic in the area. So,
okay.
And just really, so when you think about Loudoun County, Virginia, when we talk about the DMV, we mean DC, Maryland, Virginia, but we're actually really talking about that metropolitan area. So there are places, so don't think far down in Virginia. This is all close in. So for us to hop, as we say, cross the pond, because we're crossing the Potomac River, whether it's through the American Legion Bridge or the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, we're happy to go to Loudoun County, to those wonderful wineries and areas and just the beauty there. And for a wine festival to be there with so many wineries there. And I mean, it's like a perfect blend. It's a perfect blend.
It really is. I mean, every weekend I'm going from winery to winery and I'm thinking, okay, I can't be doing this every weekend, but I have been, and I love living here, and I cannot wait for the next opportunity to have the Sweet Jazz Festival.
So I know that it's still a little ways out, but have you scouted out any particular artists that you want to perform that you can share with us, or is that top secret until it gets closer?
Well, I have not narrowed it down, but there are a group of artists that I choose from, and that includes the Gerald Albrights, Jonathan Butler, Sheila E., Esperanza Spalding, Marcus Miller. I mean, those are people that I've booked before when I did all of this for 9 years in St. Lucia. I used to book in, I was the event planner, producer, promoter for a private event that became like a mini music festival. And so that's when I gained the relationships with all the artists and just started kind of doing my own thing.
Okay. Now you have, we spoke earlier before the show actually started. You actually have a show coming up in Atlanta, Georgia, in my backyard.
Yes.
That you'll be performing with one of my favorite male vocalists. So if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about that.
So the Prince of Sophisticated Soul, Mr. Will Downing, I have the honor of performing with him sometimes when his main female vocalist isn't available. And so I get to come in and support him on background vocals, but he features me in his show twice, including the amazing duet that he recorded with Rochelle Farrell. So to get to sing with him is amazing. He is just a gem to work with. I love all of his music, so I have to focus on not getting distracted and getting in my own little world when I'm singing background, because I love his music. And then to get out there and sing with him, to sing that duet with him is amazing. But it's great to work with him because I learned so much as an artist, and he too is somebody who has just been out there in the struggle, making things happen as an independent artist. And I learn a lot from him. So it's a gem to work with him, and he has a wonderful band as well. So actually before Atlanta, I'm going to be with him October 7th in Annapolis, Maryland at Ram's Head.
Annapolis, 22 minutes from my house. I just want to say that. Can I just
say? I see somebody already trying to go on Metro Tix. Let me see what's up.
Yeah, I know, right? But not only that, and that venue is it's a wonderful, intimate venue.
It's very intimate. That's why I love it. It's very intimate.
That's why I love it. And that has been our place. My husband and I's place to go for many, many years, because he doesn't like big crowds. So when you're in a room and you're almost arm's length from the artist. And yes, we've seen Will there. So that's really.
I'll tell you what, Will Downing got one of them kind of voices that'll make a dude consider throwing his drawers on stage. You can like, hold on, wait a minute, man. I wasn't gonna do this at first. I was not gonna do this, but bro, you did that today, bro. You get all of these. Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
But he too, he is so entertaining. I mean, his conversation in between songs, he has me cracking up. And I've heard some of the stuff over and over, but it's still hilarious. But he's just so genuine and sincere. And I love working with him. And so before we come to Atlanta, the day before that, we'll be in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm
what
looking
venue
forward
will you
to
be
be a
performing
fly
at?
on the wall.
I know, right? You know what? I am terrible. I don't know what the venues are. I just know that I'll get the information and I know I'll be where I need to be.
Well, you need to be there.
Well, that's what happens when you have so much going on that you're
Yeah.
here and there and here and there. You can't remember all those venue names. Just
No,
your driver drives you there.
I mean, let me tell you, from traveling so much, I've walked up to the ticket agent and they say, "Where are you flying to today?" And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me look at my phone. So it's a thing. It's a thing. But really quickly, I know you mentioned Melvin Van Peebles earlier. Can we also just take a moment to talk about Sarah Dash from LaBelle? She passed away on Sunday. And Sarah Dash, Patti LaBelle with Nona Hendrix, and Sarah Dash was the third one. Legendary singer.
Yeah.
I just adore her. And what I love about her is that she's a legend. When I met her 5 years ago, she saw me, she respected me, she embraced me. She was so genuine and sincere. And it wasn't just me, it's anybody. And, in the industry, if you're not a household name, it's so easy for people to just look past you, ignore you. And she was an amazing person, and she will absolutely be missed.
So let me ask you this musically, because we are unfortunately the Father God is calling home a lot of our elders and icons in just in life and in entertainment. Musically, right now, is there an artist that you think that has icon status that in 15, 20, 30 years will still be very relevant and still have what it takes to draw a crowd?
Lettucey.
Good.
Wow.
Yep. Lettucey. It's Lettucey. She is so versatile. And I personally think she should have picked up where Tina Turner left off, because she's so talented. She can do jazz, pop, R&B, and she can do rock. And I just think that is a lane that she should consider. But her control, just her vocal vocabulary is just, and her control is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's an excellent performer. I mean, she's another one that is the package. So I expect her to be, 80 years old in a little black dress, still performing.
Still making it happen.
Around.
Wow. Still making it happen. That's good to hear you say that, Tracy. And I love when artists that I respect point out the ones that they really love and aren't afraid to give those accolades to people. We don't have to wait for a Lifetime Achievement Award. You can see somebody doing what they do and compliment them right now.
That's right.
And there's another one, she's in a different lane, but I call her vocal machine, Kiki Wyatt. She is a vocal machine. I mean, I watch her and I think, who does that? Where are your batteries? Like, what in the world? How do you do that? So, vocal machine.
Okay. Well, ladies, we have about 3 minutes left. I just want to thank you all very much for taking the time to join us on the Muse and to give us all of this wonderful information about the Loudoun Jazz Experience and your upcoming Jazz and Wine Festival. Carolyn, thank you for joining us as well.
My
and
pleasure.
Without being personal, we are keeping you in our prayers.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So we're keeping you in our prayers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us on the Muse on Thursday night at 8:30. All right. Don't forget to tune in next week, same time, same place, We're
Yes.
going to do it all over again. And if you want to know what we're going to be talking about, that means you just got to check the Facebook page and see exactly who will be joining us on the show.
Absolutely.
But until then, what we're going to do is we're going to play another music video, probably by Tracy Hamlin. And we're going to take us out of here. And you guys have been wonderful. Again, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your talent, and your knowledge, and your beautiful smiles. It has made my day,
Thank you,
and I'm
Derek.
sure that it has
Thank you,
made the
Tracy.
day of every single person watching.
And thank you both, and thank you, Anthony Weeks, and congratulations to you guys.
Yes. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll
Good
see
night.
you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I guess you're tired and stuff, but that ain't no reason to come home and treat me rough and don't really get the way you treat me. Thought that you supposed to love me. Thought you said it's forever and a day. Now you just keep throwing me shade. I really don't understand what the problem is, man. If you just talk to me,